Welcome to the Amped Wireless installation video for the TAP-R3 high-powered touchscreen AC1750 Wi-Fi router. Before we start, we need to disconnect and power off your existing router. If you do not have an existing router, continue with the next step. Next, we need to power off your broadband modem. To do this, disconnect the power adapter from the broadband modem. Some broadband modems also have a backup battery that keeps the modem on even when the power adapter is removed. If your modem has this, remove the battery backup as well. Do not power on the modem until prompted later on in the installation. Once the modem has been powered off, we'll need to connect the Amped router to your modem. Use the included blue Ethernet cable and connect one end of the cable to your modem. Connect the other end to the blue modem port on the router. After the modem has been connected to the router, power on the modem by reattaching the power adapter and reinserting the backup battery if available. Do not power on the router at this point. Now, locate the antenna included with the router and attach it to the antenna port on the left side of the router. Now attach the power adapter to the power port on the back of the router and plug it into an available power outlet. The Amped Wireless logo will appear on the screen while the router boots up. After a few moments, the dashboard will appear on the screen. This screen provides you with the basic status of the router. If your router is already configured and has internet access, tap Wi-Fi Setup to configure your Wi-Fi networks and skip ahead to the Wi-Fi Setup portion of this video. If your router is not configured yet, tap Basic Setup to launch the Setup Wizard. Be sure the modem is connected to the router and tap Next. Select Automatic Setup to have the Setup Wizard automatically configure your internet connection. For more advanced users who wish to manually configure their IP address settings, tap Manual Static IP. And for internet service providers who require a login and password to access the internet, tap Setup requiring a login. Once you've selected Automatic Setup, the wizard will detect your internet settings and configure the router. Please be patient. If there is a problem, the wizard will notify you of the issue. If the internet connection detection was successful, you will see a green check mark. Tap Next to continue. The SSIDs are the identification names of your Wi-Fi networks that users will see when connecting to your router's networks. At this screen, you can personalize your network SSIDs and choose a security key or password for each network. The security keys will need to be at least 8 characters. Tap Next to save these settings. The router will now apply your settings. This process may take up to a minute, so please be patient. Congratulations, the router is now configured. Go to your Wi-Fi device's network settings and connect to your new router's network. The router's Wi-Fi SSID and security key can be found on this setup summary screen. At this time, you may also connect any wired devices such as computers, printers, smart TVs, and other devices that need network connectivity using the network ports on the back of the router. Now that your setup is complete, you can explore the additional features of the router by tapping on the More Settings button. You can access the Settings button from the dashboard. From here, the Settings menu will appear, allowing you to adjust your Wi-Fi settings for each network, security features, and other management settings. Wi-Fi settings will allow you to enable and adjust features like guest Wi-Fi networks and WPS One-Touch Setup. It will also let you view the devices that are connected to your router, set schedules for what times they can connect, and adjust the distance of your router's Wi-Fi range. The Security Features menu lets you block access to specific websites, control which devices can connect to your network, and manage DMZ settings. From the Management Settings menu, you can adjust things like your screen settings and when the screen times out after inactivity. Here you can set a passcode for touchscreen access, adjust the date and time of the router, and search for firmware updates. Should you want to dive into even more detailed settings, you will need to access the Web Setup menu. This can be done with any Wi-Fi device that can access a web browser. To access the menu, simply connect your device to the router's Wi-Fi network. Once connected, open your web browser and type http://setup.ampedwireless.com into the web address bar. The web menu supports Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Safari web browsers. If you are using Firefox or any other web browser, Please switch to one of the supported web browsers instead and access the menu again. You do not need an internet connection to access the setup menu. You simply need to be connected to the router's network. The menu is served from the router directly. If the web menu fails to open, type in this web address instead: 192.168.3.1. If you continue to have problems accessing the menu, disconnect from all Wi-Fi networks and attach an Ethernet cable from one of the network ports on the router to a PC. Open your web browser and try accessing http://setup.ampedwireless.com again. If you still cannot access the menu, please call Amped Wireless Elite Support at 888-573-8820. For more information on Amped Wireless products, please visit our website at www.ampedwireless.com. Thank you for purchasing the TAP-R3. We hope that you enjoy your new high-power Wi-Fi network.